Right folks, well, I've got 15 minutes, I've brought the timer in. We're going to start this Mark 1 BInatone Route 66, which was kindly given to me and was shown a few weeks ago in the unboxing video. So it's not quite complete, but I think we're only missing the power connector and the jack socket for public address. So we've got a fighting chance, but I want to do some checks before spending money on it, that it's viable. I'd like to do this because we're actually needing to do the last set in the box of radios from the gentleman who's involved in farming and trucking in Leicestershire, and his is a Route 66 Mark II. So the difference is the phase-lock loop chip in this early version is the PLL 02A for the American market, but the radio's been designed, the phase-lock loop section's been designed with a multi-crystal mixer so that it can kind of convert the frequencies that generates. Am I telling you absolute BS here? I think I'm telling you BS. No, it's a Mark II, this. Right, well I was going to show you a Mark 1, but we have done a Mark 1 in the past if you look that up. So this is an LC7136, it's the Mark II, and it's easier to set up, but the service manual covers the Mark 1 in full detail, and although it shows the circuit for the Mark II, it doesn't actually go into any alignment of it. So what does this do? That's the circuit for this version. Okay, we're going to... So as I was saying, it uses the PLL 02A, the MN6040 chip if it was the Mark 1. Because it was the fatter chip, which is the LC7136, I'd quickly spotted it was the early version, which it isn't. So it's exactly the same, 7136, 7137. It's just a fatter package for the 7136 and a thinner package for the 7137. A lot of radios will be drilled for either. So that was not what we were supposed to be doing. Right, well we'll see whether we can do a bit of something towards sorting this out. And oh well, the same applies. I think those probably go to the speaker. Speaker blue and brown I've got. Yeah, well we'll be looking in another of these then. Meanwhile, what we can be doing is connecting this to power and seeing whether it actually powers up. So a lot of people will think if they see one of these in this kind of state, we've got no lid for it, I'm going to do it nevertheless, is you've got something missing out of here where you haven't. This is for another version in another country. There's clearly a relay there, but it's not the case in this country. I don't even think we've got a missing capacitor. We have got a missing capacitor. That's me lying. So apart from that capacitor and the obvious, so C94 we might be able to do, if you can hear the printer behind me, it's doing 180 pages of a Victorian music book, which I want for church in 20 minutes. So see what's in this component schedule. C94, usable as a 94. It would have been much quicker to just open another setup. '88. Well, what we're going to do, I've got 5 minutes. Instead of wasting time, I'll just open another setup and we'll find out what that is. I think I've got a boxed one, not the customer's boxed one. Standard Cybernet wired mic, even though these of course aren't Cybernet, but they're made in Japan nevertheless. Interesting transmitted audio on these. They're always a bit like a realistic 1007 handheld, a bit AGC-y. You'll know what I mean when you hear it. Right, we need to connect power. So these are a Uniden type power connector, which we'll of course reinstate. You should be able to recover one off a scrap set. I've got those new in stock. That's black. At least the person taking the sockets off hasn't lost the ferrite beads. Let's power it up. Okay, so there's channel 20, we've not got no meter light. I'm going to put it into transmit. I know we've got a part missing out of there. I'll put channel 20 into the signal generator, 2779125, to see whether it's actually receiving, because we'll see the meter defect even though we've got no speaker and quite a few bits missing. It could be this has been abandoned because the phase lock loop was not working, but we should be able to fix that. Not that I've got any case lids for this, but there might be somebody out there who's got a speaker lid for a Route 66. So we've got a big signal on now for channel 20 and there's nothing happening. It's drawing 260 milliamps, so it's the right kind of current. Now what we do here is switch it to PA, but of course PA isn't going to work, is it? But what we will do, we'll plug our extension speaker, which is mounted on the wall, into the socket that's still there, because that could be the PA one. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, 1 2 1 2, 1 2 1 2. We've definitely got something coming through. Well, blow me. That is extension speaker, and the radio is receiving, but it's as deaf as a post. Or is it? Yes, it is. That's 100 microvolts. So that's why I couldn't see it on the signal generator, because it was pretty deaf. I've got a jammed meter. So the phase lock loop is running. So here's the question, is it transmitting a few inches? So put our walkie-talkie on channel 20. I'll take the squelch off. Yeah, it is. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. There we go. So phase lock loop's running, so we've got no transmit, there's a part missing, but there might be something wrong in the PA, and the receiver's as deaf as a post. Now that's interesting. We've got a common denominator there. I wouldn't expect a capacitor missing out of the transmitter to stop it transmitting. It'd just be funny. So we'll come back to this. I've only 20 seconds to go, so we'll leave it at that.